Hi Pom Pom fam, welcome back to the Pom Pom Bros channel. Today's video we will be discussing the truth about dogs eating fruits. We'll be discussing some myths and truths about feeding fruits to our canine companions. Over centuries, our domesticated dogs have gone through different types of diets, from eating our table scraps to eating processed dry or wet food to home-cooked meals, and even replicating raw food like their wild cousins and ancestors. So where do fruits actually come into play as part of their diet? Before human intervention, wild dogs were natural hunters, scavengers, and opportunists. They did not necessarily eat meat every day, and depending on where they live, the season, the size of the pack, and available prey and other factors, they may eat as infrequently as every second or third day, or even longer, without suffering any ill effects. A healthy dog can go a week without food. They truly can survive even longer than a week without food, which many people can testify to. Although meat is their primary source of food, when it is lacking or unavailable, the dogs will scavenge for fruits and plant matters. According to the Wolf Conservation Center, wolves love watermelons. They even eat pumpkins. So where does the bad rep for fruits come from? According to conventional medical professionals, fruits are considered high glycemic food. High glycemic foods are quickly digested, thus causing a rapid rise in blood sugar, according to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. Studies have associated diets with a high GI and high glycemic load with an increased risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, and some cancers. As society fears the rampant increase of disease such as diabetes, heart disease, and all the different types of cancers, we decided to lessen the fruit intake and up the protein and fat intake. However, Dr. Neal Bernard, diabetes expert and researcher, has research proving that sugars and carbohydrates do not cause diabetes. Dr. Bernard stated diabetes is not and never was caused by eating a high carbohydrate diet and is not caused by eating sugar. The cause of diabetes is a diet that builds up the fat in the blood, and he was referring to animal meat-based diet. You can find that the body starts building up particles of fat, which causes insulin resistance. This means that the sugars that are naturally from the food you're eating cannot get into the cells where it belongs, but builds up in the blood instead, and that is diabetes. There was a study that was done with 500,000 people eating carbohydrates to see what correlation it had with diabetes. And not surprisingly, they discovered that the more carbs people ate, the less diabetes they had. However, meat was strongly correlated with diabetes. Keep in mind that when referring to a carbohydrate diet, they're not talking about highly processed foods full of synthetic sugars and other indigestible ingredients. We're talking about foods that contain natural sugars, such as plants and fruits. Nora Len stated in her ebook, Dog Nutrition 101, dogs can survive long periods without fresh kill, and they can do particularly well if other foods are available. One study of Yellowstone wolves found that their consumption of prey dropped by 25% during the summer months, when other foods, such as fruits primarily, were more accessible. Even when the wolves in the study had abundant food, they only ate fresh prey every 2 to 3 days on average. And it should be recognized that the foods they were eating were extremely clean compared to what raw feeders are forced to feed our dogs. Their kills were not full of fat and toxins, similar to the meat we buy at local markets and grocery stores. She goes on to state that we have taken this species and placed it in domesticated circumstances where their primary foods are not available. The foods that are available instead are the extremely fat-laden and disease-causing products of modern animal agriculture. In addition, wild dogs typically travel 10 to 50 miles every day in order to get themselves fed, while our dogs are nearly sedentary by comparison. So feeding these very rich foods on a daily basis become even more of a problem. Naturally, wild dogs eat herbivore prey which are lean and clean. Compare a wild rabbit to a farm-raised rabbit and you can see a huge difference in the amount of fat they hold. This is not to say that our domesticated dogs should never eat meat, but more so is that it is important to remove toxins which are stored in the fat in the skin. We also want to lessen the burden on the dog's body by providing fruits, and if you're comfortable, include fast days, so that the body can fully utilize its energy to go inward to clean, heal, and detox. So what are the benefits of dogs eating fruits? Fruits such as apples include vitamin A, which is responsible for supporting vision, bone growth, reproduction, cellular differentiation, and immune response in dogs. Watermelon is a good source of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B6, dietary fiber, potassium, and magnesium. Cooked sweet potatoes, heart healthy and easy on the digestive tract, contain more nutrients than white potatoes. They are great for weight management and contribute to lowering blood pressure. High in fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and B vitamins. Your dog can eat just about any ripe fruit. Usually fruits in season are best and easiest to feed, but that could ultimately depend on your dog as they have personal preferences on taste and texture. Besides all the vitamins and minerals that fruits have to offer, an amazing benefit of adding fruits to your dog's diet is due to its high water content. The body will be hydrated, pushing stored toxins to the surface and through the different channels of elimination. Fruit days help the body to detox and heal, and if you're uncomfortable with fasting, you can do fruit days instead. Let's quickly factor in the physiology of dogs too. They have a single chamber to digest all foods that enter their bodily system. This means they should only be consuming one type of food at a time, whether it is their primary source of food, which is meat, or their secondary source of food, which is plant matters such as fruits, to achieve optimal and efficient absorption. My dogs personally love watermelon, papaya, peaches, mangoes, cooked sweet potatoes, dates, and Korean melons. Benefits that I saw from transitioning my 4 dogs onto this lifestyle was rapid fat loss, so now they look lean and athletic, clearing up of dark, stinky tear stains, no more anal gland issues, no more ear infections, decrease in reverse sneezing and continuous wheezing, consistent healthy poop, cleaner, whiter teeth, and their breath smells much better. Not to mention, they have healthier hair and is super shiny and an increase in energy. So Pom Pom fam, please do your research and do your due diligence to provide the best food and lifestyle for your dogs. We hope this was helpful for you, and we're super excited for our upcoming videos. So stay tuned and subscribe, turn on the bell notification, comment, like, and share with whomever you feel may benefit from this information. See you next Thursday. Pom Pom Bros loves you.